CL. Upside down.
Doesn't come up here live yet. It still just comes to you live, and that doesn't work. Now it's like it. No, it's backwards. Put it down. Bro, it must be your settings possibly in your phone.
Don't know, eh? I don't know. Alright, that's all good.
It's upside down.
Upside down now?
That's normal.
Alright, go in a bit, Rhino. Sweet. Alright, start me, dog. Let's go. Fans waiting. Live. We're on.
Fans.
All fans.
All fans. Hello, Facebook world. Happy Wednesday, all.
Now this is something I've always wanted to do, talk footy, and I'll get paid for it. I love it.
This is your calling, mate.
I would love to talk footy all day.
Yeah.
100%.
Alright, welcome to the EMP show. I'm your host, Luke.
And Mel.
It's your other host, Mel.
And we've got a special guest today, voiceover extraordinaire Rhino,
Oh.
Big Rhino.
and rugby league expert.
Hello, Facebook. Expert.
Expert.
You've talked to me after
Yeah,
earlier.
talk-
That's
expert.
excellent.
Expert.
I think, I don't know, working in Clubland, does that qualify me?
No, you've worked for the Roosters, so you must know.
You must know a lot.
Know a thing or two. Know a thing or two, yeah.
Alright guys, so today is going to be something that hopefully will be a tradition every week now. We're going to do a rugby league preview. Weekly.
Preview, wrap,
round-
everything footy,
Round 1 coming up.
Yeah.
talk controversies, everything.
Can we
Everything
say
is-
happy NRL season eve to all the punters out there? Are you excited, boys?
Aroused. Aroused.
Counting down the hours.
More than aroused.
Can't wait, eh? Can't wait.
8:05 tomorrow
wait.
night.
Okay, good.
What a blockbuster we have to start with as well. We'll get into that in a minute.
We're going to talk about a few season tips, spoon contenders, favourites.
Yeah, I think we did that already, but we'll go over it now with Big Rhino.
We talked the 8th, didn't we? We didn't talk
I think we talked the 8. I
We
think
talked
we might have
premiers.
talked premiers.
Did you talk premiers? I think we talked
I
premiers.
definitely said 1-1 premiers.
Okay, yeah.
But we'll go through that
I think
again.
yours are the consensus.
The consensus.
Minor premiers.
You
I think,
reckon?
well, for a lot of people.
Are we going to smoky headline? Give a smoky prediction, like who's going to get sacked first, who's going to step in.
Oh, yeah.
Something on one of their tips for this year, like a prediction.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're running off with this then?
Yeah, why not?
Alright, off the back fence.
Off the back
We're the
fence.
soft big fella. What do you got?
I haven't thought about one just yet.
Put us all on the spot.
Yeah.
Alright, so 2021 prediction.
Prediction.
Bold
Bold
prediction.
Bold prediction.
Bold prediction. Bold prediction. Cameron Smith in some way will come back to haunt the Melbourne Storm.
Yeah. Tyrants.
Yeah. So whether that's in a playing capacity or a consultancy capacity, I think he's going to haunt the Storm at some point.
Really?
You reckon?
It's my hot take. In terms of axe to fall, I'll take the easy route and say O'Brien, although he's only young into his coaching days with the
So it's
Knights,
soon to come
he's
through.
He
already,
just re-signed.
I know, but already on the hot seat, I feel.
Wow.
Yeah. I know he's just re-signed, but just my hot take.
He needs to make the top 8 or top 6 if he doesn't perform. That squad is a good squad, and he's not he's a seasoned coach, and he's just made.
It's a good squad.
It's a great squad.
It's a great squad. and
It's
I
got even
think-
better this year with
Well,
Tyson Frizzell.
Frizzell's going to be massive for them,
Yeah.
right? For
Yeah,
mine.
it'd be huge.
Yeah, I'm happy to get into some Knights talk if you like. Not that they're my club,
Yeah.
but you know, I just feel after everything that's gone on their off season, right? That's hard to come back from when you're marquee
Yeah,
halfback, your playmaker, and all that sort of stuff.
Yep.
But then for him to come out and make the comments that he made around it hasn't been for violence, and then this whole thing circulating about
He got pissed. Didn't he get pissed as well?
No, that was the raw rumours. Apparently he wasn't.
You've got to remember, right? It's all rumour and innuendo.
Yes.
But you know, he comes out and says those comments. I know he's young into his coaching career and stuff like that, but they're going to need to not be spooners. Like, they're going to need to be middle of the pack for him to be safe.
Yeah, I can't see him getting the wooden spoon in Newcastle.
Well,
I can't see it.
They're not going to make the 8.
No, I don't think so.
No, because the problem is with the Knights is that there's actually if you look at the teams that are going to make the 8,
they don't have depth.
Well, no, they've got a very good squad. If you look at the teams you say you're going to make the 8, there's like 6 teams. You're going to go. There's 6 teams you say you're going to make the 8, and there's actually like literally 10 teams making 2 spots, and they're going to get dusted by the Bulldogs about 1. So, no, they are. They're going to get dusted. I'm not even saying they're going to Dogs fan. Mate, no, it's not because of the Dogs, it's because their season. They got dusted by Melbourne Storm in a trial match, a full-string squad, by 30. And if you think Melbourne Storm, mate, trial match, I don't know who played in the Melbourne Storm team.
Yeah, I think with Ponner out for the first couple of rounds,
four rounds, mate, and no Pierce.
Tex Hoy, though, there's an opportunity for Tex Hoy to show.
Yeah, but and then Connor Watson. Connor Watson's not a first-grade footballer. He's a guy that makes numbers up. Like, I don't know. I don't think they're going to make the 8 at all. And I think you're right, their prediction.
Okay.
My prediction is John Morris won't be there past round 10, and Fano will be in there. Mate, it's exactly like this. It's exactly like the Dean payroll. They'd never like picked Josh Morris. He's probably paying $200,000 a year to coach there. Same thing with Dean Pay. 3 years, someone goes in there, manages money, saves them $1 million a year on the coaching staff. Fano comes back in, and he comes in. They've got to be winning games, Cronulla, for him to have a chance of keeping him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Well, look, Fleno, I mean, you'd like to see that, wouldn't you, Prezzo?
To be honest, no. I like Morris.
You like
I think what Morris has done, he's done pretty well considering we were in shambles 2 years ago.
But do you reckon you're in shambles, mate? I don't get how you pick...
A lot of back-end drama. The club was in a lot of debt.
Yeah, but it's not that for the coaches. That's not the coaches.
He took over a roster that's not his roster. He took over a roster which was a lot of publicity about, right? He had a lot of scarring, should I say, from the Flano that situation. I think. Look, we've made the top 8. I know we haven't done well when we made the top 8, but we've still made the top 8 the last 2 years.
Yeah, you play right.
Okay, well, so that's still technically a pass mark.
Won a comp more recently than the Dogs.
Yeah, well, that's not hard. You only won one, so hopefully.
But
had to take the jab.
But like, it's not like we've come second last the last 2 years. We've made the 8. Do you know what I mean?
But I think too, like, and he's for the Sharks,
He's a
played
clubman,
for him and all that sort of stuff. He's got good experience. Yeah, look, he's done an
Look at the
admirable
injuries
job.
we've had the last 2 years. Like, it's been a tough 2 years.
But to your point, you're right. Like, in terms of, like, just from experience, right? So, for the fans out there, for all our EMP crew and the millions watching around the world, like
my 3 currently. So
my background is rugby league administration and stuff like that. And to your point, like, the coaches do take on a lot more than just coaching the playing group.
100%.
Right? So they're the public face of everything because it all matters what you see in the wins and the loss column and all that sort of stuff. But if the club's in debt, if they're under pressure financially, if there's backroom dramas and all that sort of stuff, the head coach inevitably sort of gets pulled into that. Now, they've got football managers and stuff like that are there to be that layer between admin and high performance. But to be a really good coach, that's what you've got to get in. That's why guys like Ricky Stewart, Craig Bellamy, to an extent, but Ricky definitely, from my experience, he just gets it, right? So he's one of those guys that knows how to manage both sides, can get the best out of his team and the high performance stuff, and does really well at managing front office staff from board of directors to CEO and all that sort of stuff. So you've got to have the right person at the helm to be able to do both those things.
Yeah.
I'll buy into that, and I'll also buy into that at Cronulla Sharks. I've got a good enough squad to be playing much better football. And if Flanagan, they don't want Flanagan. Try to get Bellamy already. So that even 6 months ago, try to get Bellamy. So every club wants Bellamy. I guarantee you, mate, at least the first 3-4 games, he's gone. He's not there at all. Yeah. No chance.
It's your prediction. So
that's your prediction.
Flano
will get, mate. Like, at the end of the day, the guy won a comp with Cronulla. John Morris given an opportunity. It's exactly Dean Pay. Situation is he's never going to get picked if the Sharks doing well. Same thing with the Dogs. And I said, mate, if the Dogs were doing well, They would have kept them paid, but they weren't doing well. And it's not his fault.
Different situation though. It's not like we had the choice to not keep Flano. The NRL deregistered him.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
So it's a different situation.
Even better. So that's why you get Flano back.
Yeah.
But they've got to do that, right, too, the NRL. That's the integrity piece that they've got to keep in the game. So.
Of course, yes. You've got to get rid of him. He'll be back, mate. If you look at all the coaches out there right now, you've got Neil Henry, you've got you've got also Tim Sheens. I don't know if he'll be the coach. You've got who the guys overseas, Fields is overseas.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm interested to see how
John
Nathan Brown
Morris
goes over to Warriors.
Yeah.
So,
mate, he's
I think
Brownie.
he'll go right, Brownie. I think he'll go right.
The first couple of seasons, he always gets a team firing. Look like he did in Newcastle.
Yeah.
He's like a rebuild specialist, isn't he, Nathan Brown?
Yeah.
But you know, Todd Payton, I also reckon the Smokies going to be North Queensland. Like Todd Payton's a good coach, but this is a kind of a. I'm not saying I can't say anything like too controversial with the Warriors, but the probably reason why the Warriors played so well is they were actually locked in and they couldn't go out and misbehave and do their discipline was probably a lot better in the camp. Do you know what I mean? Being in lockdown last year, because always they've
Big
always said
sacrifice,
big sacrifice. But I've always said with the Warriors they're not undisciplined outside of football.
Yeah.
That's always been a consensus with them. So now they've been locked away in a group, forced to be more professional probably, and let's see how they go this year. And same thing again with Todd Payton, but he's a good coach, Todd Payton.
Yeah.
Look, we did him last. They had no right to make the 8 or even close to making the 8, and they would have made the 8 if it was a few more weeks. Same thing with Gold West Titans. So GC, a pretty good squad.
Well, let's get Prezzo's predictions.
Well,
the hot takes.
I said this a couple of podcasts ago. I think Harry Grant is my Dally M for this year.
Really?
Yeah.
I reckon that's probably a safe bet.
Yeah.
Except you can miss 4 games, so you better everything.
And that's what now. Yeah, that's like that will hurt him.
Yeah.
But I went on record a couple of podcasts ago, and he was my Dally M for 2021.
I mean, he was great for the Tigers.
Yeah, and then you chuck him in a storm system
Yeah.
with Pappenhausen and those players around him. Like
Yeah.
I just feel like he's going to be so dangerous.
Brandon Smith back in.
Yeah.
But on the talking about coaches, Madge Maguire I reckon's under the most pressure.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's got 3 more years.
Yeah, but it's fair though, because he's been there long enough now to expect a little bit more out of that
Before,
squad.
if they don't make the top 8 this year,
Oh, they're not going to make
I think he's under a lot of pressure.
Yeah. But I mean, it's always been the biggest thing for him has always been his style, right? Because he's pretty old school.
It's a very hard approach.
Yeah, pretty.
Yeah.
He's got that whole. He's the same thing with Bennett. Bennett gets a club. He spends all his salary cap, 5-year salary cap in 3 years, and you win a comp, you're winning. Same with Hasler.
Yeah.
But same thing with discipline with him. He probably gets harder for 3 years. They have for 3 years. You don't win a comp. They're like, fuck this, it's not working. You know what I mean? That's probably why he's had a few. Same thing with Souths. They said the same thing. Like they couldn't keep doing the high pressure thing. Same thing with him. So.
Yeah. And he had some superstars in that squad.
Oh, stacked.
Yeah. Like,
Stacked.
even same thing now. That's a good tip. Even Frankie was saying he's tipping Cam Munster for day medal, which is true.
Yeah.
But the problem with I think I find with Melbourne Storm is there's so many good players. Pappenhausen's taking 3 points from here. Munster take 3 points here.
Yeah.
Harry Grant's take 3 points here. Mate, Tigers. There's no fuck. There's Dooley taking 3.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Dooley's not taking 3 points.
You know what I
from
mean?
anyone, is he,
Often.
really?
Let me international, but that's a good prediction. No, I reckon.
What are you lacing them up for, team?
Mate.
They called yet?
They're fucking. They wanted them before
So
them. I
just
mean,
tell them to call me, mate. I'll make sure they work
Oh,
out the contract
yeah.
for you.
yeah, please.
Who's
Mate,
your
I'm
coach now?
happy to play. Well, Michael Checker, rugby union.
Checker's been under the tutelage of Robbo on the Roosters crew, mate, for
Mate.
the last couple of seasons, so he knows
Get
how
him
to
a
coach.
start,
What's a
Rhino,
big setup?
mate.
Fucking get
Look at him, he's fit.
Imagine me marking Tony Stagg. Just turn me inside out.
Oh,
And
one
run over
foot
top.
away.
Wow.
That's good.
All right, let's get
get
get to
it.
round 1, shall we?
Yes.
Thursday night, Rhino. What do we got? What are we looking at?
Melbourne Storm versus, I believe it's your consensus pick for minor premiers, the South Sydney Rabbitohs.
Here he goes.
So 8:05 kickoff, Amy Park down in Melbourne.
Yep. What's the odds?
I think the South's a slight favourite. South's a slight
People don't know
favourite.
this stuff.
Well, I can tell you. Can tell you.
Prezzo.
You can see we did a lot of prep for
A lot
the
of
show,
prep.
ladies
A lot
and
of
gents.
There's 3 listeners.
Here we go. So, are we even money bets tomorrow? split them down the middle, $1.90 a piece.
$1.90 a piece. See, there you go.
So there we go. But look, I've joined that. For those who haven't, ESPN Footy Tipping Comp EMP, get on it. Make sure you
$50
register.
a head.
Yeah, don't be scared. So I've put my tips in for that. I have, even though it's at Amy Park and we're talking about the Storm coming back. No Cameron Smith. No Harry Grant. So I've gone with the Rabbitohs.
And Finucane, I think, might be out as well.
Yeah, no doubt Finucane.
Yeah.
Well, we can have a look. Do you want to look at the team? So, Pappenhausen, George Jennings, Remus Smith, Justin Olam, Addo Carr, Munster, Jerome Hughes, Jesse Bromwich, Brandon Smith, Christian Welts, Felice Kafusi, Kenny Bromwich, Nelson Sofa Solomona, Chris Lewis, Tui
Tamakamika?
Yeah, that's him. Tom Eisenhuth, Nicholas Haynes. Extended bench team there, so not worried about anybody from.
It's still a good squad.
So I'm tipping definitely Storm this round.
Yep.
Simply because they haven't lost Southland won 16 games.
And I think the Storm haven't lost round 1 in so many.
Mate.
Well, this is the year that's going to happen. Because if anybody saw the absolute clinic that the Rabbitohs put on in the first half of the Charity Shield,
Mitchell was at his best.
They had Mitchell, Walker, and Reynolds fire. Didn't even need Damien Cook, and he's there. Right? And that's all off the back of the work from that forward pack too. Like Burgess is he's just beast.
I'm just tipping the puppy. I'm just tipping the Harry Grant. Big.
Yeah, no Grant.
South for me. That one.
All right. I'm just going to go against you boys to go to the Storm for no reason.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Well, here we go. The kid-friendly hour game on Friday night at 6 o'clock. This is for everybody who can't knock off work early, and it doesn't really matter anyway because it's the Knights versus the
You won't
Dogs.
miss much.
Knights
last
versus
week?
the Dogs.
Nah,
McDonald Jones Home Stadium up there in Newey.
I'm tipping
what are we
here.
looking at here at the odds?
The odds are
What's the
260.
Yeah, Newcastle's out. Newcastle's at Dogs are at 250. Newcastle's 150.
Newcastle's the favourite.
Yeah.
Purely because it's home.
Home. Yeah.
Squad.
No, I don't want to name this whole squad.
I'm not going to name whole squads. Let's have a look. Well, we talked about the Knights having to go with Tex Work fullback.
Brady, the Knights not a bad team.
Not
When
a
you
bad
look at
team.
that, you're like, it's actually not a bad team.
Yeah.
Kurt Mann,
Pierce, Clemmer,
Kurt Mann,
Brayley,
6.
Saifidi, Frizzell, Barnett.
They had a great squad. They've got a very good squad. They're just a shit team. That's it.
Who are you excited about? Are you excited about your school teacher debutant, 26-year-old?
I reckon Deets is a good. I watched him before the trial. I said he looked like Damien Cook. The way he scored those 2 tries in those breaks was Damien Cook-like. He's him exactly what we need. Eyes up footballer, nice and quick.
Yeah.
Sione Katoa is a good pass. I actually think that Deets could be the solution to our problem for this year, for the next 1 or 2 years.
You know who I love in your squad?
Who?
Because he's a cherry pick. Well, we'll claim him as a cherry picker, even though his family sort of grew him
Hetherington?
up in the Hunter. Jack Hetherington.
He's a gun.
Mate, absolute gun.
Gun.
Shout out to you, Jack. Good
He's
on
a
you,
great
mate.
footballer. He's the Marco Milli of
Just
the
a tough-
modern day
tough
footballers.
footballer.
He's aggressive. And the problem is, what he did like last year to Hardgraves took it to him. That's exactly what you want, mate.
Oh,
you
mate.
need someone that's going to be
Jack
aggressive.
wouldn't know me if he tripped over me at the front, but I watched him play as a junior, and he
Aggressive?
had that same aggression back then, like that he does
Crazy.
now. So I think he'll be good. Look, it's going to be close. Look, I'm gonna go against you,
Yeah, of
Melfi,
course.
and just purely for the
course.
home ground advantage.
Can't be against.
So am I. As much as I'd love to see the Dogs win for you, Melfi, the only issue or worry I have with the Dogs is the young half combination.
Yeah.
And then I don't really rate Katoa. Obviously, if DC comes on, but just that young half combination, I just find up against a Man and Pierce who have a bit more experience.
I don't think Pierce
That's-
name.
Yeah, Pierce's name.
That's the one thing that I lean towards that the Knights might
wouldn't surprise
at
me.
home. So
Referee Ben coming, so anything could happen.
Yeah.
Right, so then the marquee matchup, because it's at the 8:05 time slot on Friday.
Broncos.
Broncos and the Eels. At Suncorp,
yep.
Kevy's first hit out.
Yep.
Coach of the Bronx.
I don't see Kevy as a coach, eh? I don't know.
I think he's more suited to that Origin arena.
Well, he's not really coaching. He's just getting the boys around. Yeah, how do you teach? I don't know. Well, I could be wrong here. I just don't see him.
He doesn't like all the wooden spoon talk that they're attracting.
He doesn't. Which any coach wouldn't.
No.
Yeah, Parrot for me.
Yeah, Milford and Brodie Croft in the halves. I'm taking Parry. King Gutho. This will be, you know what, for Parramatta, this is the year, and I look, as someone who's been around Parra a lot, sort of say it every year, but this is the year that Mitchell Moses
Has to.
Well, mate, he's better sign another contract with them. I don't know. And also, the problem is with Parra, they always go, just so they get rid of Mitchell Moses, who they sign. There's no one actually better than him out there on the contract, and he's actually not.
Adam Reynolds.
Yeah, potentially, I reckon the Tigers will throw everything in him. I reckon Madge will throw everything to get his.
You know what? I kind of like Reynolds' approach to this season. Not to backtrack to South, but he's bet on himself a bit this year. So he's just like.
Well, they've got him unders, haven't they? Massive unders.
Yeah. So his value will go up because they'll do well. But
yeah,
I think for this one, you know, you look at that forward pack with Paulo,
they've got
RCG, no excuses for Parra. I expect a top 4 finish from Parra this year.
Oh, they have to. They have to. That's
and look, I say that a little bit with heart.
You can get Parra.
Well, yeah, I spent 5 years out of Parra, 6 years out of Parra. Look, my only question is, I like Reed Money. I think he's a solid footballer. I don't know if he's in that upper echelon of number 9 in the comp.
He played well last year.
He did.
He would have been the Queensland hooker.
I rate him.
If Harry Grant wasn't there.
Yeah,
if Harry Grant was there, it would have been the Queensland hooker for sure.
Yeah. I rate him. I think he does enough to allow Moses and Brown to do more.
Yeah.
He's gonna make.
His kicking game though, for me.
But he's not.
That's
probably the one weakness he does have. You're probably right with that. But like defensively, on song.
Parra all day.
Delivery.
Parra all day tomorrow. Get on them. Short odds too. I think the Bronx are at $3 something.
Yeah.
Yeah, $3.45 for the Bronx. So if you're having a multi, make sure Parra's in it. Rightio, Warriors and Gold Coast, 3 o'clock, Central Coast Stadium. So technically a home game for the Warriors.
But let's go into this. I am tipping a high-scoring affair. I don't know who's going to win. Something like 30-24. I'm just going to go the Warriors. I don't know why I thought the Warriors would stand randomly.
Gold Coast for me.
Yeah, I like the Gold Coast, and I like, the Gold Coast had a lot of good buys this year, so I like the
I think the Titans. Yep.
Then the Chooks and the Seagulls at the cricket ground, 5:30 Saturday afternoon.
Don't go anywhere near Manly.
Yeah, don't touch me.
The Manly World Roosters here.
Yeah, Roosters.
Don't say Manly.
When Dylan Walker's your fullback, you're in trouble.
Look at the Roosters squad.
Not going Roosters.
You're not going
No,
against
I am
them.
going
I'm going Roosters. Yeah, I'm going Roosters.
How can you go against that?
No way. Panthers North Queensland. Oh,
Panthers North Queensland at Penrith Stadium, Saturday afternoon.
Panthers for me. That's a shoe-in, I think.
Well, they need to, right? Like, disappointed on the big stage.
They aren't going to
Need
go.
something for the fans.
I was back them last year, like I backed the year before
$1.33
Canberra.
for
I've picked the second runner 2 years in a row. I'm telling you, Panthers this year, same thing as last year. They will not have a big year, Panthers. I reckon they're going to be like they're going to make the 8, of course. That 5th, 6th position is going to be theirs, I reckon.
Well, it's because they've been white-headed by your coach.
Yeah.
So I think the Cows are going to struggle purely because the game's going to be a lot faster and their forwards are a lot bigger than most other packs.
Yeah,
McLean, Taumalolo, although Taumalolo can move and he's quite fit, big body, McLean, laterally, I think he's, you know what I mean? I just think their forward pack is going to struggle with the new rules.
Canberra Tigers.
Canberra Tigers at GIO Stadium on Sunday afternoon. Yeah, definitely the
Canberra
Raiders.
for sure.
Yeah, Canberra.
Canberra for
Yeah,
sure.
Canberra. Sharks, Dragons, fuck.
You know what? Like,
Talk about it.
Raiders are going to be up there again.
Oh.
Sure. Anyway.
Easy. I reckn top 2 for Raiders.
Do you even need to talk about the Dragons Sharks game?
Yeah, look, I'm going to take. Let's just say if the Sharks, I'm telling you something, if Dragons beat the Sharks,
and you'll jinx us now.
No,
right
no,
now.
I'm telling ya.
Probably lose.
he could be gone this round because the Dragons won't win a game again this year.
You know what?
They're bad, mate. I don't
It's a
want to love
lot
the Dragons.
tighter.
Yeah,
It's
gonna be
a lot
closer.
tighter on
Local
Sportsbet.
derby.
$1.65.
Local
versus
derby.
Do you
$2.20.
want it? Get on $1.65. Put your house on that.
Money for jam.
It's always
$1.65.
local derbies are always
Mate,
tight.
they are shit. The
Always
Dragons are the
tight.
worst sort. I've never seen a worse football side than that in my life. And Matt Duffy comes out and bags McGregor, bags him.
Yeah.
He's a piece of shit, tell you why, because he played so shit, he gets dumped by him, comes back and plays awesome, because he had an attitude problem. He asked for $1 million a year. That's why he got dumped. That guy is one of the top 10 fullbacks ever, Duffy. Like, I reckon, what's his name, the guy with long hair?
Oh, yeah, the young
Cody
kid.
Ramsey will kick him out fullback position.
Yeah. You reckon?
Oh, he's a good footballer.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how Jack Bird goes.
Yeah, Jack Bird, Lomax. I like that centre
Good
combo.
centre
Like,
combo.
it's a good centre combo. It's just, I
It'll
don't know if
be
they're
a
working
good,
with much around
good,
them.
good clash that.
Yeah.
The centres.
You know what? That's a very good game. I think he'll eventually play 13.
Jack Bird?
Yeah, he'll fullback. That's where the 13's going, a second fullback. Definitely.
Yeah, true.
Potentially, yeah.
Awesome.
I like it. Look, I like Polar. Daniel Alvaro, like, got a soft spot for him coming off the bench. For
He's
Dragons.
great. How could you lose him at Power? He got
Yeah.
the,
Well, he went and played for the Warriors for a bit.
but the year before he got
Online.
the Clubman of the Year Player
Yeah.
player,
Yeah.
and then gets dumped next year.
Well, I mean, is it finding it hard to crack that team when you got like Paulo and
Yes,
Campbell
true.
Gillard and
Yeah.
you know Sean Lane? Like, you know, you got some fairly decent
Yeah,
forwards sort of
good
sitting in
forward
front of him. But
Yeah.
yeah, look, Sharks for mine. I think
Sharkies.
will win it, and that's purely just because I think the Dragons are still trying to sort out who they are. Like, they don't know who they are.
Yeah, fucking
No identity yet, eh?
They're doing nothing this year.
Not for mine anyway. I
And
mean,
then you know the Hook, the guy that you either love him or hate him. He's on a, you know,
I think again though,
Time will
similar
tell.
to what we were saying about Brownie, right? Like, you know, Hook comes in as one of those sort of, can I get this ship back in the right direction style people. He did it with Penrith.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyway, we'll see. But there you are.
There you
seems
are.
like a week. That's it.
Go
done.
against all of those, and you
Go
should have
against
a
all the
great
boys.
weekend.
Next week we'll put a multi on for you guys. We'll give you EMP's
Alright.
multi.
We will. I like that.
Take
EMP's
some
multi.
suggestions from the people.
EMP's multi. We have to pick every single game, one thing for every single game. Alright?
Done.
And we have to do round.
$1. Yeah.
$1. Let's
Dollar
go.
on it.
$1 on it.
All right.
Alright, team.
Hope you're excited as us, guys, and you enjoyed that preview. Round 1 tomorrow night.
Hee hee.
Aroused.
Let's get it.
See you, team.
All right. See you guys.